Welcome to Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Caden Veldkamp. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Reed. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
They want to throw it. Pressure coming. He makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself, be aggressive here on this 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
I I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Michigan State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lacey. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Lost the fire on second down. He's got the back in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Spartans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They give him the rock again on second and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him.
Touchdown, Spartans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it on the option. Does make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Here's the chance for the proverbial double dip. Get a score late in the first half and back it up with one early in the second.
And it's such a big deal with, I don't know how to quantify it, Jesse Reese, like we've talked about it for years. When you get that momentum on your side, it's so hard to stop it. And they created it right before the first half. Now, big opportunity here for them, Paul.
Yeah, and so the defense, David, they've got to nip it in the bud right now, too. And I think they were really upset with the way that first half ended, giving up points the way they did. They need to make a stop on this drive right now, not let this thing get out of hand.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Spits it out to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Headed outside, it's Jackson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Fighting off the defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Grabs it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back swinging for the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. And at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That was pretty to me.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.